The historical narrative has often separated ancient Egypt from the broader African context, treating it as a unique civilization apart from the rest of Africa. This view, which emerged during the colonial era, has overlooked the many deep-rooted cultural connections between ancient Egypt and the diverse societies across the African continent. From hairstyling tools to clothing, body art practices, and writing systems, substantial archaeological evidence links ancient Egyptians to their African neighbors, spanning West Africa, East Africa, Central Africa, Southern Africa, and North Africa.
For instance, the Greek historian Herodotus, writing in the 5th century BCE, referred to the hair of ancient Egyptians as woolly, using the term elatricus, the same word he used to describe the hair of the Ethiopians.
One significant artifact housed at the Metropolitan Museum of Art is an ivory hair comb from around 3200 to 3100 BCE. This comb, adorned with wild animal motifs, features a design for managing coarse-textured hair, indicative of African hair practices. In the tomb of Mahari, dating to the reign of Thutmose III c. 1390 BCE, evidence of traditional African hair practices within elite Egyptian society is found.
Mahari's mummy, unwrapped in 1901, revealed tightly curled woolly hair.
His Book of the Dead even depicts him with black skin, reinforcing the link between ancient Egyptians and other African communities. In Ethiopia, between 1885 and 1894, photographs document intricate Oromo hairstyles, which bear a striking resemblance to ancient Egyptian styles. Similarly, the Afar people of the Horn of Africa, who maintain a tradition of styling hair with cow fat and butter, exhibit techniques similar to those seen in ancient Egyptian tombs. The Maasai people of Kenya and Tanzania are also known for wearing dreadlocks, a symbol of identity and spiritual strength, similar to the hairstyles worn by Egyptians in ancient times. Among the Fani Fula people of West Africa and in the Sahel region, braiding techniques share remarkable similarities with those used by ancient Egyptians. Recent archaeological studies have shown that Fani braids were incorporated into the royal attire of ancient Egypt, with curled hair arranged in layers and geometric patterns that were preserved through mummification. The Igbo people of Nigeria also continue to practice braiding and hairstyling techniques that align with those used in ancient Egypt. Archaeological evidence from the Igbo Ukwu site, c. 660-145 CE, reveals bronze items with detailed hair patterns that mirror those depicted in Egyptian art.
Professor Catherine Ashalonu has suggested that the Igbo people represent an ancient African civilization that shares a strong cultural link with ancient Kemet, Egypt.
This connection extends to the Heliopolitan region of Egypt, known for its religious significance. In the Middle Kingdom, c. 2550-1650 BCE, the mummy of Amun, a priestess of Hathor, provided crucial evidence of scarification practices. Discovered in 1891, her mummy revealed tattoos and markings on her body, including diamond-shaped dots on her right thigh and markings on her left shoulder. Similar scarification patterns are still practiced by the Dinka and Nuer peoples of South Sudan, where facial and forehead scarification serve as markers of clan identity. Other African groups, such as the Oromo and Afar from Ethiopia and the Igbo in Nigeria, continue to practice scarification, which directly mirrors the body modifications documented in ancient Egyptian tombs and reliefs. In West Africa, especially among the Yoruba, Igbo, and Fulani people, the art of body modification and scarification remains a central cultural practice with direct connections to ancient Egypt. Research conducted in 2013 by JMAI revealed these deep-rooted connections between ancient Egypt and the Yoruba people, including spiritual practices related to body modification. Moving forward to ancient Egyptian textiles, the cultivation of flax for linen, dating back to 5000 BCE, aligns with traditional African weaving techniques. The Tarkan dress, dating to 5100–5500 years ago, is the oldest woven garment known to man. Egyptian garments like the Shendit kilt for men and Calliceros sheath dresses for women use wrapping and draping construction techniques that closely resemble those in many African cultures today, such as the Zulu in South Africa. Zulu women's headdresses in particular bear similarities to the circular-shaped headpieces worn by ancient Egyptian royalty. The Ashanti people of Ghana maintain clothing traditions that directly parallel the royal attire of ancient Egypt. The concept of divine kingship among the Ashanti is directly descended from the ancient Egyptian model, where the ruler was seen as a divine intermediary between the gods and the people. Similarly, the Ethiopian imperial system also reflects divine kingship, where rulers were believed to have a divine connection, similar to Egyptian pharaohs. North Africa's Berber peoples, including the Tuareg of the Saharan regions, continue to practice scarification techniques and wear headwear with ceremonial significance that links them to the practices of ancient Egypt. These traditions have endured for thousands of years, providing clear evidence of the continuity between Egypt and the wider African continent. The Tifinagh alphabet, used by the Berber peoples of North Africa, traces its origins to ancient Libyan scripts that were derived from Egyptian Demotic writing, showing direct cultural transmission. The Miawatic alphabet, used in the Kingdom of Kush, modern Sudan, also developed from Egyptian writing systems. Finally, the connection between divine kingship in Egypt and its echoes across Africa can be seen in cultures as diverse as the Shona people of Zimbabwe, builders of the monumental Great Zimbabwe Stone Complex, and the Kingdom of Congo, both of which maintain traditions of sacred kingship and ancestor veneration similar to ancient Egyptian practices. From scarification to textile traditions, from headdresses to divine kingship, the cultural continuity between ancient Egypt and modern African societies is undeniable. Over 5,000 years of archaeological evidence proves these are not merely coincidences, but rather a shared cultural heritage that binds ancient Egypt to West Africa, East Africa, Central Africa, Southern Africa, and North Africa. By recognizing these connections, we gain a more complete understanding of both ancient Egyptian history and African heritage. The legacy of Egypt is alive and well, woven into the fabric of modern African cultures, a testament to the strength and endurance of African civilization.